Morning, hello. Good morning, good morning. Still no audio, huh? Oh, okay. Hopefully it's live now. So I just spent the last 2 minutes, I think, talking to myself. Because in the little display window thing, it was showing a preview, but I thought that had gone live. But there was some delay connecting OBS to the YouTube servers for some reason. So, okay. Hopefully we're live now and we're good. Perfect. Let me know if audio is off or anything. I do have some non-copyright music playing in the background. Hopefully it's low enough. And hopefully this audio is at the right level. So, morning everyone. Happy Black Friday. Depending on where you live. If you're not from America, then it's probably just normal Friday for you. But happy Friday to you regardless. So let's see who we have in the chat so far. We have some pretty early people. We got Long Island Junkie Scum for the win. Morning, dude. Ross Bryce, Sean Martello, Blue for Life, Jax RN, Maximus, Presto. Morning. Let's see. Hopefully I don't miss any names. Game NP. Y'all are the early crew. You guys were here before the chat even started, or the stream. So no music. Okay, it's probably because it's really quiet. I can turn up a bit. I don't want the music to be too loud, that's why. Okay, and there's the chat rolling in. Morning, everyone. Okay, now I can't say morning to each of you individually because there's too many popping up. But there were some people who were actually here last night. Well, when I put the stream announcement live, like Ozian, I remember you from last night. So we're just giving people some time to tune in for the first few minutes here. But we'll start about at 9:05. Yo, you're here 20. Do you live north or south of Lynnwood? You say you're 15 minutes away from me. Hey, thanks, Santiago. Thanks for the kind words. Good afternoon, Mr. Clybourne. You're from, like, Central or East Coast time, right? Good night in India. Yo. Yep. Hopefully you got your sleep, Ozian. Hey, Georgia. You're really close to Ozzy, Levani Bond. Okay, so it's 9:05. Let's get started with the stream here. So, morning, everyone. Hope everyone had a good Thursday. So we're gonna go through some deals or try to look for some deals. I know a lot of Black Friday deals. Some companies were doing like all of November Black Friday. Some were doing all of the week, like Black Friday week. But we're gonna see what we can find this morning on actual Friday itself. It's kind of weird now. Washington State, we actually recently kind of closed down again because of the spikes of COVID cases. So I don't even know if people were physically going to the stores on Black Friday. Thank you for the donation, Tiger Draws. Thanks so much for everything. Thank you for the donation and being here. But yeah, so I don't know if people are like lining up outside of stores like Best Buy and all those things because all of our stores are 25% capacity right now. So that's the limit of how many people they'll let inside. So I would think a lot of people are doing Black Friday online. But so we're gonna go through some Black Friday deals. We're gonna hang out, chill. Maybe I can do a thing where people can submit their PCs and setups to Twitter just to check them out. And then I also, if you can see right here, I have a bunch of boxes and stuff and packages I need to open up. So we'll do that as well. So we're going to start off on Newegg, which I have a link down in the description to the Black Friday landing page. So let me actually copy that real quick so I can link it here. So these are the deals that we're gonna be starting off with first, but I'm gonna go from here, and then we'll go around to like slick deals, build PC sales, things like that. But we're gonna start with the Newegg Black Friday deals. If you notice, I flipped this screen around because Epos Fox, he actually made a thing saying like, why do people face the edge of the screen? So normally I would be facing this edge of the screen, but I flipped the image so that it looks like I'm facing the page. Okay, so I need to keep the live window up, but oh yeah, also where can you find a 3070 for normal price? You can't right now because there's not enough supply to meet the demand. So I think for Black Friday they actually did have another drop of another batch of cards. Those are probably gone by now. So we're probably not going to find that great of CPU deals today. And for graphics cards, I don't think we'll find anything from the newer gen. And but I'm sure there's a lot of RAM cases, motherboards, and things like that. So hopefully we'll see what we can find. Okay. Yeah, we'll go to Amazon too. If there's actually anything that's priced better on Amazon, let me know, and then we'll flip right over. But we'll start here at this. They call it the Black Friday Ultimate Sale, the most powerful deals of the year. So we'll see. Okay. Let's look at men's socks. No. So we'll start with the big heavy items first. Video cards and graphics cards. And then we'll kind of go through everything else. But, oh man, they actually do have sock deals. I don't know if $30 for socks. Are these like snowboarding waterproof socks? Okay. Okay, yeah, we'll look at pre-builds as well. Alright, let's start with processors. Oh, big sigh right there. So we'll go for both Intel and AMD. I think the 9700K, if you have a Micro Center near you, is actually $200. Sorry Newegg, but yeah. So, oh no, Firebox is freezing. Also, big shout out to the chat as like a whole community, because I definitely can't get to every comment, especially when the stream starts ramping up. Whoa, what's going on with the Micro Center website? Is it being super slow right now? Come on. But shout out for everyone in the chat helping each other out. Like if someone asks a question and either I don't see it or I can't get to it because there's too many being asked, shout out to you guys like helping each other out, because I see that going on right now. And here's the Micro Center link. Let me know if that works for you guys. But this is supposed to be a 9700K for $200, but it's not popping up. Yeah, see, it says $200 right here in stock at Micro Center. So why not Google Chrome? I don't think it's a Google Chrome versus Firefox thing. Let me try again. Oh, maybe this will work now. But I don't use Google Chrome because so that I don't dox myself. Because it's a good idea as a streamer to not use your main browser on stream in case any private information pops up. I saw that on a tip on Twitter once. I forgot who said it, but yeah, Micro Center's not working on Chrome for me either. So it's, if you need a processor, the 9700K for $200 is actually not a bad deal. I know it's only 8-core, 8-thread, but for $200, especially since you can't really get any of the AMD processors right now, I would say that is one of the better deals. So let me click on this. You do get a software bundle. So what do we get here? Intel gift software bonus bundle. Oh, you get a ton of 10 plus things. Okay, some Fortnite stuff. Okay, Cyberlink. I'm not seeing anything that's, yeah, there's not Adobe or anything. So there's other like video players. People aren't using VLC. Let's see. I think, yeah, I could go incognito mode on Chrome, but I think stuff still pops up there, like the autofill in, if I'm not mistaken. This also got pretty bad reviews. 2 eggs out of 5. So yeah, their bundle deal is probably not worth that much, but Crisis Remastered is apparently worth $30. I don't know. Going with Micro Center, you get the motherboard bundle deal, so I'm not sure if I could recommend this right here. But okay, let's look at the Ryzen processors. Yeah, see, 2700X at one point was only $160 like a year ago, which is kind of unfortunate that it's this expensive now. They don't have any 3900Xs in, which I would expect to go for around $350. Ooh, no 2600s, which would have been the one I would have recommended, but we'll check over on Amazon. So we'll see how much these are going for here. So on Amazon, these are $168. I think if we go to eBay, the Ryzen 20, so you can get these for $160. Who's the seller? Is this Newegg? Man, I'm pretty sure my internet's not being super slow today. I don't know what. Okay, this is from AAAwave.com. Okay, it seems like a legit store. 160 looks to be the lowest price, but if you want it a little bit quicker, so this one December 3rd to 8th, so about a week for shipping. Oh man, these were going for as low as like 140 not too long ago. Everything's just high right now, so I would say this is still a little bit under MSRP. MSRP for this is $200, so I would look in your local used market, but this is not a horrible deal. It's just wait, where we at? No socks. So it looks like Newegg the 1700 is also out of stock. I'm not left-handed if you're asking me, Jurassic Master. The screen that you're viewing right now is actually flipped because uh-oh. Did the chat just freeze? So we've got like no processor deals on the Newegg side except for 9600K for $200. Ugh. See, you'd want to get the 9700K from Micro Center if you have access. If not, I would rather go for the 2700 rather than this. Okay, so nothing on the CPU side. Let's look at graphics cards. 1050 Ti's are still going for 160, huh? 5700 XT, nothing. RX 580. Go for, if you're going for a graphics card this old, definitely go for used. I can't recommend a 580 for $200. We're gonna go on eBay right now. Oops. Am I not live? Uh-oh. I think I'm live. Christina. Wait. Christina N. But if you have to go, bye. Alright, so we're gonna look at buy it now because that's the only way I ever shop on eBay. Oh my goodness, where are these prices? Okay, no, we have some 4GB ones for $100. Man, what? This is why I haven't had a used parts video in a while, because except for the competition I did with the RTX 3080 with the bros, because this is what the used market looks like online, and my local area doesn't have any better. My local area is just as bad almost. So hey, what's up, Rolf? Okay, yeah. Ooh, these prices, I'm gonna have to sort by low. But we're looking at 100, 110, 130, and these are all for the 4GB ones. We're probably not gonna find 8GB until, ooh, yeah. So this is what we do. We go back to the RX 480. Hopefully those are lower, right? This is what I would get. $20 shipping. This one's $10 shipping. I'm not sure if there's gonna be an 8GB ones here. The first 8GB one's $150. So I don't think that's worth it. A 50% markup for 4 extra gigabytes of VRAM. I'm assuming people in this budget are gonna be playing at 1080p. I would still go with the 4GB one for around $110. But it looks like we're not seeing any good graphics card deals. Wow, they're actually out of stock on the ones that you would be looking for. 5500 XT, 5600 XT, even this RX 580. I'm not sure if this was actually going for $200, but that would not have been a good deal. 2700. Yeah, see, I'm not sure if I would recommend the 2700X for that much. Oh, hello. 222. But where's the 191 you're talking about? Oh, here we go. Yeah, so 222, if we go to the other sellers, Cash Converters Singapore, this just launched. This is a brand new store going for more than 10% below the rest of the competition. I would be wary about this. But it's Amazon, you'll get your money back, but I wouldn't have the highest expectations for a brand new store that launched with items that are well below the average to be legit, unfortunately. Is the Ryzen 9 3900X a good pair with the 5600 XT? It's a little, the 5600 XT is a little bit underpowered for it, but if you're mostly using like high thread, high core count applications and you don't game as much, or you just play esports games, then that pairing would work. But I wouldn't call a 3900X with a 5600 XT a good gaming pairing, because with gaming you're gonna want to have an on par or even better graphics card carrying most of the weight. Even like, because if you're gonna be doing things like streaming and video editing, you could step down to like a Ryzen 7 or even a 5 and get a better graphics card. But alright, so it looks like no graphics card deals. We're going to be looking at other deals now. Like this, let's see, Be Quiet Cooler, $20 off. So that'll put this at $70, which is a decent deal for this. So I haven't looked at motherboards yet. We're just looking at the front page of deals right now. We'll go into specifics in a little bit. Should you get the Ryzen 3700X or 5800X? Depends on what you're pairing the graphics card with. The 3700X should be at least $100 cheaper than the 5800X. Like that $100 going to a graphics card could do you better if you're purely gaming. But okay, so going through the does Cooler Master have a? They said $13.99. What is $13.99 here? Oh, just a fan. Yeah, see, this Hyper 212 is even pretty expensive. It is the RGB version, but there was recently, I think for their fantastic deals, they had the Red Fan one for $20, which is gonna have pretty similar cooling performance. Hey, what's up, Simplistic? Okay. Can we stop with the spamming for a little bit? Ryle Play, RX Style Plays. I'm gonna put you in timeout for a second. Okay, so we got a bunch of coolers. This is the Kraken X73. This one where you can set your own image, or am I thinking the Z? Infinity mirror design. Bunch of coolers, okay. So there's only 3 pages of this, so we're getting through it. Oops, I went to page 3. Hey, thanks, Solomon. I do enjoy the LAN parties myself. Okay, i3 10100K. This, is there any... This is by Platinum Micro. It's not even by Newegg. I think this is... I wonder if they sold out from Newegg, because... Yes, I would say 10600K for 140 is a good deal. And that paired with the 2060 is a pretty perfect pairing. You got mid-range on both of those, CPU and GPU. Yeah, so again, Micro Center, I don't know why their website's so slow. I wonder if they're being bogged down because of Black Friday. But they got it for $99.99 with the motherboard discount. So, Newegg, come on, we gotta be a little bit more competitive than this. Yeah, and the 9000 series Intel have a huge discount currently at Micro Center, so that paired with the motherboard discount of like 20 to 30 bucks, that's an even better deal. But yeah, you save 20 bucks right here. So Newegg, I think I can't even blame Newegg, maybe because they might be sold out, and this is a third-party seller, so I might be putting unnecessary blame on Newegg for their price there. Wait. Hey, what up? What up? Scatter. Yo, Mark. First of all, welcome to the stream. Is Ryzen 3600 compatible with B450? Is that a running joke of what people like ask you all the time? So Ryzen 3600 is compatible with B450. I'm not answering this for Mark because I know he's being sarcastic. But for everyone else, it is compatible if you get one of the newer B450s like the Tomahawk Max, which says out of the box it's compatible. Otherwise, if it's an older version that doesn't have a BIOS update or is not a revised board, then you're gonna have to have an older gen processor to do the BIOS update. Or Micro Center, I believe, does it for like 10 bucks. So yeah, B450s are still a pretty good deal right now. Because B550s, you usually have like a $10 to $20 markup. So if you don't need the features, I would still go for B450, especially if you're going for like Ryzen 2 or 3000 series chips. But hey, show a build under $100. That build would be probably a $50 graphics card slapped into a $50 pre-built like Dell or OEM or something like that. So Shadow PC streaming. Why does that sound familiar? But so is this just a bunch of cooler deals? I'm at like the... Okay, so a bunch of CPUs and coolers. A bunch of which are... Wait. Let me go back. We'll go to motherboards next, because that's... I would consider that the next big ticket item. So we'll go to motherboard and memory. Okay, so this is weird. The main page... Oh, there's actually 99 pages. We're at the CPUs only, so... It's a running joke. Hey, thank you, by the way, Mark, for popping into the stream. Really appreciate it. And I'm sure everyone else loves seeing you here. So everyone, give a shout out to Mark. I'm sure you're all subscribed to him by this point. I think we share a lot of common viewers. But also, I believe I saw on my notifications this morning that Mark had a deals video. So definitely check that out as well. I'm curious if he ran into a lot of the same things I did while going through his deal hunting. But okay, so they've grouped it by different motherboards. So they got a lot of the more expensive ones up front. B450 Aura's Pro Wi-Fi is 114. The ever so popular B450 DS3H. This is the one that we used in the when we went to LTX 2019, by the way. This was the used board that we got for the build. So they do have some Pro 4s in. This one I've used quite a bit, both the micro ATX and non-micro ATX version. They've got for $65, but I'm just curious because we always got to cross-reference. Okay, so it's the same on Amazon, depending on which one you'd get it from. But where we got it from on Micro Center. Do you know how I build a new PC? I'm so into Roblox. Okay. I don't understand that question. 780 JK Roblox. Yeah, no good Ryzen CPU prices. Micro Center, you're killing me right now. AMD processors. We gotta take a look at over here as well. But going through the motherboard deals. The Steel Legends. I haven't actually used these, but it's a little bit nicer compared to like the Pro 4s and in terms of aesthetics and the Tomahawk. And it does look like it has capable BRM heat sinks and pretty nice RGB. These are actually going for pretty cheap compared to what they normally are. I believe these are both normally around the 100 or a little bit over. So the only problem is because there's no AMD processor deals, you would have to grab one of these and then grab a used processor. Let's check on eBay real quick. Or what? Yeah, one from your local area or something like. I think B&H Photo has 3100s in stock. They've never had 3300Xs, but or Andorama is another one. I think they're more of a camera store, but what's CDW? They apparently have it for 113. CDW, people who get it. Has anyone heard of CDW? Yeah, sure. Post it mid-core. If you guys find deals, feel free to post them in chat. I'll try to let the links through after I screen them to make sure they're not something else. CDW reviews. 1.43 stars, huh? Okay, yeah. I mean, this price does seem too good to be true, but I've never shopped from here. Oh, does is it Andorama or is it Andromeda? I always Andorama. So they have this. Do they really have the 3300X? Temporarily not available on back order. I'm pretty sure this is what I've seen since like the beginning of the summer. They sell it to businesses. They take a while to ship too. So I just want to look at not a bad company. Yeah, what about the most recent reviews? Sort by newest to oldest. Because definitely can't recommend them if everyone's giving 1 stars. Oh, where to submit? Let's see, Nerd on a Budget. Yeah, so submit to here. I don't know why all this stuff is popping up afterwards. Hey, look, it's Ozzy. Yeah, we got Ozzy here in the stream announcement. Oops, I did not tweet out. This is why I'm a bad content creator. I didn't even tweet out that I'm actually live right now. But I think we're doing pretty good. I think we have more concurrent viewers than normal. So, okay. So, yeah, CDW. Why is everything being slow right now? I'm pretty sure my internet speed. I'm gonna do a speed test real quick. I don't want my IP or anything to show on stream, so everything's being slow right now. Yeah, I've got like 600 down, but what's my up? Wait, the down's the only thing that matters. Oh, they recently got bad reviews. Okay, so I would not consider those legit reviews, just if people review bombed them. Yeah, this is... What the heck? What is this picture of? Elgato Cam Link. Okay, so that wasn't due to the RTX. They haven't had reviews on this website since like July though, so fair prices. I mean, this is actually a good price because everywhere else I'm seeing it for about $130. But, and this is on back order, so you can't even get it here. Is this one in stock? It says you can get it by December 12th apparently, so yeah. I'm just gonna link this in case anyone's interested. Okay, so for motherboard deals though, is anyone looking for high-end motherboards? Because those I would need to do a little bit deeper research into. Here's the Pro 4 for the Intel. So this is actually pretty cheap, $70. Hey guys, be nice in the chat. Be nice, be nice, be nice. And also, don't hate on people for playing Fortnite, okay? People will play what they play. Like, don't hate on people for playing Roblox and Fortnite or any game like that. We're all PC gamers here, so we gotta get along and not be separated by petty squabbles like that. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's any B550s for under $100. And the only thing you're really getting for it is, I guess, as out of the box support for 3000 series and PCIe 4, which I don't even personally make use of that right now. So what's better, 3500X or 2600X? That's actually a good question because I haven't looked up many 3500X reviews, but are those even available right now, or are those just in the pre-builds? I saw them in some pre-builds recently, but okay. So I think we're gonna have to go to we're gonna go to computer cases and memory. Oh, power supplies are another big one. Power supply prices have actually been getting a little bit better. So what graphics cards do I buy? I currently have a GTX 1650. I don't know what your budget or your CPU is, so it's hard to make a recommendation. But need some water. My mouth is super dry this morning. I haven't had breakfast yet. What have you guys all eaten? Okay, sweet. I'll take a look at Twitter in a second. I wonder if I can just do it from here, so I don't have to go to mine. Latest. Yes, okay, people, if you send it, I'll be able to see it here, and then I'll be able to rate it later. But case deals, and apparently coolers, they're bunching it all in here. Okay, I got it. 1 second. Someone asked a question earlier that I have X7 X7M. Okay, I don't think you replied yet, but send for a good Ryzen 5 3600X. Can you link it in chat and I'll let it go through? Canadian TV. I'm curious what your definition of a good Ryzen 3600X price is. Sure. Okay, a computer with an i9 and a 2070 Super for $300 sounds like a scam, Matthew. But if it's legit and you can see it in person, then yeah. If it's online, I would be wary of that. If you want a list of parts for an $800 gaming PC right now, at the moment, it's probably going to have an Intel processor in it, an Intel either i5 or a new i3, like a last gen i5 or new i3, and it's probably going to have like a 1660 Super in it. So work with those specs and you can build out the rest, and it should come out to around $800. I can't just give you a complete list right now though, but I can give you a head start on what to look for in terms of the core components, and it's going to have the standard 16 gigabytes per RAM and all that. If you're not going to overclock, then no, you can get the like an A320 board. Yeah. As long as you're staying with like below Ryzen 7. I don't think you want to put a Ryzen 9 processor in there. It's probably not going to handle it too well, even if you're not overclocking, because the boosting could heat it up. So yeah, Micro Center is kind of killing it right now. On the Newegg side of things, I'm trying to see like some pretty good deals, and I haven't yet because all the big parts are not on sale. Corsair's had a lot of recent releases, and I don't know, the ones with the tempered glass in front, I'm not really feeling as much, especially for the price. Also, those cross braces kind of I'm not sure what they're for, because they're not necessary in a lot of other cases. They just kind of disrupt the airflow a little bit, but you do have a big piece of tempered glass in front anyway, so I guess it may not even be changing much. Because what would be the price to record Roblox and play average? Okay, I actually Roblox is pretty not intensive, isn't it? I actually haven't ever benchmarked Roblox. Does anyone know? I do know a lot of people play it though, probably as much or if not more than Fortnite. So maybe that does need to hit the or be included in the benchmarking suite, especially since it's free. Yo, that is ugly AF. Yeah. Here's the Fantex Eclipse. What's the normal price for these? I think this is the normal price. The fact that it's just in stock. $70? Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, Micro Center, that's a good point, Barack Obama. Thank you for coming to the stream, by the way, Barack. I appreciate it. But, yeah, if you do go to Micro Center, most of their deals, if not all of them, are in-store only. And I can imagine on Black Friday, the lines are ridiculous, especially since they've been pretty responsible with regards to like the COVID response in terms of making sure social distancing is happening and masks and all that stuff. So on Black Friday, I would imagine, has anyone gone to a Micro Center this Black Friday? Like, I don't know, 9 hours ago. More people play Roblox and Fortnite. I could believe it. They're both free. But the reason I believe it is because I think Roblox is easier to run on computers, so it's more accessible in terms of people's hardware. So we got a bunch of fans. Is anyone buying an old tower like this? Okay, it's a full ATX, so it's a big boy. But this is like the definition of a 2010 case. Acrylic side panel. You got the drive bays up front, and then like mesh. I don't know why this is so expensive still. Probably because it's a lot of material, but I think this should have depreciated by now, considering what's on the market, like the Fantex Eclipse P400A. Like, I don't know why this is still sitting at $78. Sorry, small rant there. I have it. Okay, X7M, if you have only $500... Oh, you already have the 10600K? Okay, that takes out around like $150 to $200. You're probably going to be going with like a 1650 Super to like a 1660 with that price. Depending on if you can find any of the other parts you used. The 2600X for 142 is... I'd say that's a decent deal considering right now. Yeah, 6 cores, 12 threads. It's got because I would say the 2600 right now, if you can find for around 130, that's a good deal. And I would pay for the slightly better bin chip. Hey, I have not seen this DIY PC case before. This actually looks. This I think looks pretty nice. Let me see the side. Do they have any other pictures of the insides? Okay, pretty bare minimum insides. It does have a fan hub. That's nice. No grommets, but it looks like there's some depth back here. You can hide some cables in the basement as well as back here. It looks like almost an inch of space. This actually looks pretty nice. How much is this thing? For only $60. Yeah, I'm gonna link this, and then I might, because I want to pick up some stuff as well. So, give me 1 second as I get this into Bitly. Like, I'm trying to find just deals that are worth it. Yeah, and if this is normally this, I wouldn't say it's worth 90, but I think it looks like it would be worth it for $60. It's a pretty nice looking case. And they're ARGB fans too. Yeah. Okay, sorry, chat. We've had like we have more people viewing right now than I think ever in a long time. So let me edit this. Yeah, we're almost at. So I need to update these descriptions and stuff because there's no better way to. So I'm gonna put this in the chat just in case, but so yeah, that was one of the better looking deals that I've seen so far. Have you bought anything this Black Friday? Oh, I forgot to mention. I do need to find a TV for my in-laws, so we should go look at TV deals. But I'm looking for like a 60 to 70 inch TV in the $500 to $700 price range, which I think there's gonna be a lot. But my in-laws, they are deeply in need of a new TV. They have one of those old DLP ones that are like this thick. So hopefully we can get them like an LED one for their Christmas present. My mother-in-law, to be specific. And when I say mother-in-law, I mean Melissa's mom. We're not married yet, but she's basically my mother-in-law. Okay. Any other case deals that are particularly cheap? I'm mainly looking for things under like $70 right now. So if it has ARGB, that would be extra good, because ARGB fans, even for cheap ones, we'll take a look right now. I don't think we can find ARGB fans even from like the cheap companies for less than $20, $20 or $25. Like everything we see here. So the fact, if they're included in the case, you can value them at around $20-$30. That makes the case even cheaper. But for a set of 3, yeah, we're not gonna find them for much less. Like this is a single one for $14. So cases, if they already have the fans, they don't have to be the best quality. Most fans, especially if we're going for at that low of a price of a build, should be fine. BLXNE, please stop spamming. Montech Flyer. Oh, here's a Montech case. I actually have one of these that I need to build in. It's just been sitting around, but this has ARGB fans. Yeah, these are normally $90, and you get a $5 gift card if you use the offer Montech. But I'll look at Twitter in a bit. I just want to get through these deals and jump around for a little bit. It's gonna be like I'm planning for like a 2-hour-ish stream, but let me check on Twitter to see if people have been submitting things. Because okay, yeah, so we are getting some submissions. So thank you for that. We'll get to it, I promise. This case right here, I need to build in these, and it's $45. Okay, so we got two. Oh, wait. Where's the mesh version? This is the mesh version. It's $60. Dang it. It's the tempered glass one that's on sale. I'll link it, and then you can choose whichever or. But, yeah, so this is what we're looking at right now, is what I just linked. The mesh version anyways, and I like that it's a micro ATX tower, because I just am a fan of smaller towers in general, but, I mean, it's a nice looking case. It has a mesh front, so you're not impeding the airflow. It has a basement. Let me look in the back. I think this is a really nice looking case, actually, for $60. This was sold out for a really long time, so I haven't worked with it yet. What's my opinion, man? First of all, thanks for the donation, Joe. My opinion on the best ultra wide monitor. To be honest, I'm actually looking for an upgrade myself, so I couldn't just tell you one off the top of my head without doing research. I'm currently on a 1080p 60 hertz ultra wide. That's what this is right here. So I'm actually in the market for a 1440p 140 hertz one, which means it's going to be at least $500. So I haven't upgraded yet because I haven't found a deal that really jumped out at me. But yeah, I can give you a recommendation off the top of my head. If I do find one, I'll post it on Twitter though. Sorry, I know you donate everything. Tech by Matt, what is up, my dude? Everyone, please say hi to Tech by Matt, who has just joined the chat. Yeah, I think this is one of the nicer looking, better budget cases. The only thing is you are limited to micro ATX, so just be careful. Don't go buying this and then thinking you can just put a micro ATX board in if you already bought that. Okay, so let me put this in the chat as well, or into the description. That should be updating. Yeah, so midcore, I actually do have some mods. I think they just aren't awake right now or here. I normally have like a normal group of people that I have made mod, but I guess I should be looking for mods in this chat. The only thing is I don't know a lot of the newer people in here, so, and that's the downside of me not streaming as often. I don't have like regular mods that I could kind of depend on, unfortunately. I guess I'll be looking for, yeah, like I'm gonna put people in timeout and stuff, so. Oh yeah, we gotta look at pre-builds as well. So I'm gonna make my way through the cases, but so we found two pretty good looking budget cases so far. I just want to see if there's any other ones that haven't been on my radar, if you guys know of any. There's a lot of these, like, Montech is a pretty budgety brand. I've done a couple of builds in their cases. They're not bad. Most of them have like RGB and tempered glass and can be found around $60 to $70. So DIY PC has not released anything except for that one, I guess, that I just linked, but a lot of theirs have really weird looking fronts. I don't know why they made these weird designs like this. Looks kind of like a transformer in the front. Okay. Oh, this case. I bought this for as low as like $20, which this doesn't have any other deals. I still need to use this. I have a lot of cases that I bought for like $20-30 just sitting in kind of like my basement, unused. iBuyPower gaming desktop. Okay, let's take a look at this real quick. So I definitely can't get to everything that everyone is listing, but if something jumps out at me when you do link it. Okay, this is what you're talking about. 10700F, 16 gigabytes, 1660 Ti for $900, huh? So I'm just gonna do some. Oh, and it comes with like a low-end keyboard and mouse. Not bad. Okay, just by looking at this, I guess we have to know what motherboard and power supply they're using. I'm just gonna assume a lower end power supply, like the bare minimum to run this thing. And that motherboard, I can't identify that off the top of my head. But it has the basic cooler. It does have the RAMs, at least in dual channel. Specifications. But what's the 10? We gotta look at what the 10700F is going for. That's going for still $300. The F version, F. 341. Does Micro Center have one of these? It looks like Micro Center only has a 10700, so we might have to base it off of a $300 price tag. So you got $300 in the graphics, in the CPU, about $50 in the memory, $50 in the SSD, so it's 400. Terabyte hard drives like $30. So 530. NVIDIA 1660 Ti. Those are like $250 right now. So we're already at $800. So this right here for a pre-built is not a bad deal, because you're gonna come in a little bit over it if you include the case, the motherboard, and the power supply. I think it's just you don't get any options as to like the motherboard and power supply, which if you care about it, then you're gonna have to spend maybe another $100 if you built this yourself. I don't think this is a bad deal at all. I'll link it. But yeah, so the good thing about pre-builts is on Black Friday they do like this is it supposedly was $1,100. I wouldn't value it at that. I would say maybe it was $1,000. But you do get pretty good savings on these pre-builts from Best Buy. And again, I have nothing against pre-builts. As you have seen, I've been doing some pre-built videos recently just because it's a newer thing to the channel and I kind of want to change things up and spice it up. And I think pre-builts are really good for people getting into PCs, especially if you don't have other resources around you that can help you assemble it, and if you're worried about something arriving dead on arrival. So, thanks to whoever linked that. I think, yeah, we're getting through the cases right now. I'm not seeing anything else. Let's look at memory. Okay, memory. Memory is like at an all-time low, I feel. We should see some pretty good deals. I'm going to go by lowest price to see how cheap we can find things. I don't know why they put... Isn't this... Yeah, this is memory. I guess they include storage in here too. We're going to look at desktop memory because I think that's the most relevant. We're going to look at DDR4. And we're going to look at... I guess we're going to look at all those. Okay, which one did you send? I can only keep up with chat so much. And that one has a 550 watt, which it's enough to power the 550 or 1660 Ti and 10700. Because as you've seen, all the builds I've done recently, like even with using the 3080 Ti and like 3700X or 3900X, it never pulls more than like 600 from the wall, which after the conversion is less than that. You just want it to be at least a decent quality power supply though. But the 10700 with 1660 Ti should pull well less than that. Okay, so we're looking at RAM. You can get 8 gigabytes, 2666 of this crucial, very plain, no heatsink looking RAM for, what is this? Dummy modules, nice. $22. Speaking of dummy modules, did everyone watch the hardware, the RGB, what is that title called? PC Hardware Tech Support Challenge from Linus's channel, and they included not these ones, they included the nicer Corsair ones, but do these run off, what do these run off of? So I don't think this is worth the money at all, because this costs as much as 8 gigabytes of RAM, but a lot of times these RAM kits, they have to be powered by like wires. I'm curious if these are powered by the DIMM slot itself. Are we at the point now where fake RAM kits are powered by the DIMM slots on these generic brands? So Blitz X Zcon says, not gonna lie, I'm afraid to build my first PC. All the parts are here, hoping it goes good. Blitz, good luck. Building your first PC ever, it is intimidating. I'm not gonna lie. People are gonna be all elitist and say, "Oh, it's super easy and stuff." But building your first time, no matter how many guides you watch, it is intimidating. So you got it. Don't worry, man. If you do have any problems, at me on Twitter, and I'm sure me and other people can jump in and help if you run into any problems. Okay, but good luck. And congrats, by the way, for picking out all the parts yourself and getting it to you. You have like one more step to go. After building it, you just install Windows and you're done. So, yeah, they're powered to RGB sync from the slot. That's pretty cool. Maybe that's why they're $30 as opposed to those other ones where you have to like go through the RGB headers. But in terms of RAM, it looks like the cheapest kit is at least 3 gigahertz. I've never really liked these ones. I would use them, but I feel like, okay, so $54. Then we got these RGB ones for also like 55. These ones I also don't like either. So they just look like a weird shape. I guess Warhawk, they're supposed to be like wings. It does look like a hawk, I guess, if you look at this right here. Not a fan of these as well though. What's a good GPU for the Ryzen 3 1200? A good GPU for that is anywhere from like a 1650 Super, if we're talking about brand new here, but RX 480, RX 580, 570, 470, 1060s are good for that. 1070s I would go up to, and then like 1660 Supers, I guess. Always been a fan of the T-Force Vulcan Zs. These look really sleek. I would probably get it in black though. These are $55 for 3200 megahertz, probably CL16. Does it say on here? Yep, CL16. Pretty standard stuff. So I realized that I don't know if people are following along or not, but let me get this going. I should probably get the bit.ly codes for people. Okay. And thanks for everyone helping each other out in the chat. Again, really do appreciate it. Kind of hard to keep up with chat while keeping the stream going. Which we do have 493 concurrent viewers right now. So hello everyone, if you guys joined in late or if you've been here the whole time. We're just going through deals still. We got some unboxing to coming up soon, as well as looking through people's setups, which I'm going to check again. If you guys at Nerd on a Budget and oh boy, people asking for cable management help too. So yeah, we're gonna take a look at this afterwards. So if you guys have stuff to submit, feel free, and I'll take a look at it in a little bit. So, oh, I will be unboxing some sample merch, which I really do want to get to. So, would it be stupid to go 2070 Super right now? No, I think 2070 Super and 20 series cards are all you can really get, as well as 5000 series AMD cards, because I have had zero luck. I've never, in all my searching, found a 3000 series card in stock right now. I would try to go used though, because hopefully you can buy something from someone upgrading to the newer cards, because the brand new prices for like a 2070 Super right now, let's look at that. If we look at 2070 Super, I'm guessing it's like $400. Where's all the pricing? Yeah, so 2060, come on. 2070 Super is $530. I don't even know if Micro Center has them for a good price. So I would be weary buying them brand new right now, because they're going for more than what the 3070 should be going for if they're in stock. But like, what's Newegg and Amazon have it going for? I will be taking a look at Twitter soon. Yeah, what the heck? 2070 Super is so overpriced right now. $750, don't buy it for that. So look in the used market. Look for someone who has upgraded and is getting rid of their card for a reasonable price. Man, it's kind of hard to recommend. Like, they're probably not going to be going for much lower than $500, but technically that's supposed to be the theoretical 3070 price. So I definitely wouldn't pay that much. I would probably try to pay like 400 or less. So for the time being, what I would recommend, and I don't know how long this is gonna be for, like how long cards are gonna be out of stock. But if you can go for like a lower end card to hold you over, because you can still game on like an RX 580, I would get something to hold you over, because that would only cost you like 100 something bucks, and it'll keep its resale value. Keep that until you can get a better card at a good price. Then you turn around and flip it or sell it for the same price, basically. Like if you can pick up a RX 580, 480, 570, 470 for $100-ish, it'll keep its value for the years to come. So that's my recommendation, because I wouldn't recommend buying anything that's super overpriced right now. Okay, this is actually some nice looking XVG RAM. Yeah, I hope to build with the 3060 Ti, or even the 3050 or whatever the equivalent is going to be. They just need to come out and be in stock, because making videos on stuff that's not available apparently is pissing off a lot of viewers. Like we get a lot of complaints as content creators if a company does send us one of the newer cards or CPUs to use and it's not available. So yeah, Dan, 1650 Super I think is priced very well right now. Let's take a look actually. Micro Center websites being all weird. But 1650 Supers are going for around 170. No, this is the KO version. 1650 Supers, 170 and Dorama. It's gone for a little bit less, but I don't think that's a bad price considering it's a brand new card. Though, like that's the typical price. We're not seeing really any markups on the lower end cards because there's plenty of them, and not as many people are as excited about those as the brand new higher end ones. Okay, so RAM is pretty much good. You can go with pretty much any RAM depending on what your aesthetic is in your build. Yeah, there's nothing that has like horrible latency compared to the speed. Just make a note that if you do want like 3600, the standard price stuff is going to be CL18, which if you look at the comparisons between like CL16 versus 18 on high speed memory kits, you'll see the performance impact isn't that much. And I think most of the time I would take the hit for the lower price. There's a lot of benchmarking channels that does the side-by-side ones. You gotta look for your specific game, but I think a lot of the standard stuff under 70 bucks right now, you can go with it. Okay, what are we looking at now? Power supplies. I'm curious, does everyone here use the PSU tier list that was made popularized by the Linus forums? So let's look at the lowest priced ones and see if there's anything that pops out. So things like this right here for 40 bucks. Power supply prices looks like they've come back within reason. Things like this was going for like 70 bucks not too long ago. We got some EVGA white label power supplies for 40 bucks, 500 watts. These ones will be able to power, surprisingly, some pretty decent systems. But if you want to be safe, 600 watts will pretty much let you power almost anything. Like I was able to successfully power the 3080. If you're spending more than like 1200 bucks on your system, do spend a little bit more on your power supply. But like for the budget competition, I used like a 650 watt no name brand and was able to successfully overclock my processor and the 3080. So I think a lot of people, they overestimate how much they need in terms of powering their systems. But I want to see if we can find Seasonics. Corsair CX series are pretty solid. It's just they get pretty expensive fast. So here's a 450 watt one, which would be good for like a 1650 system and like an i3. If you want to go up to 550 watts, which will open you up. Ooh, did we just take a price jump from 40 bucks or 50 bucks after rebate to 107? Yeah, so here's the 500 watt Seasonic S12. So these ones, I'm gonna link this. Let's see if I can get this one. So I'm gonna link this. Let me get into Bitly real quick. This one, it doesn't say what revision it is. Oh wow, this is $40 after rebate. So let me add that into the description actually. The Ares game power supply is not bad. Oops, I just clicked on something. I just clicked on the PC build there. And this has black sleeved cables. We need to take a look at all the connectors it has though, because if your card needs two 8-pins, this has two 6+2. Okay, yeah. So this could pretty much work with any standard build. How much is a 550 watt? So it goes up to 45. Wait, are these the same price? This is $45 for 550 watts after rebate. Oh, this one's $40. I would pay the extra $5 and let's see how much is 650. Okay, so what the heck was I just looking at the low end ones for? For something like this, the power supply could last you multiple builds. Definitely, if it's only, we're talking about $50 here versus $40 after rebate. But so it's 55 versus, yeah, spend the extra $10, get as high of like wattage power supply as you can, because you don't want to down the line run into a situation where you have to end up upgrading it again because you upgrade your graphics card. This one though, the reviews are looking kind of shaky, but what are the bad eggs for? Not what it was advertised. Okay. Outdated platform. Okay. Okay, so this one's apparently outsourced. I'm honestly gonna overlook all those things if it can perform fine. Like, did this blow up on him or something? Okay, he's actually going into the internal components here, which, okay, there's no over temperature and over current protection. Okay, let me look this up. So that's something you do need to look into. Also, because I haven't been able to do thanks for the shout out to tell people to watch my stuff for, like, if you have $800. Other channels that are really good to watch too are Scatterbolt, Toasty Bros, Oztalks Hardware, Tech by Matt. I know I'm missing people, but come on, why are they not? People aren't coming off the top of my head, but watch other channels as well. I know a lot of us are struggling with the used market videos right now, unless we go super cheap. But yeah, there's a lot of other channels covering used content very well. So, can we use cookies? Yes, you can have some cookies. Okay. Specifications, safety, OPP. Oh, so he's right. So that makes it a little bit more questionable. I would personally be more okay with it, but in terms of recommending it to people who cannot troubleshoot or have spare parts on hand as easily, I guess I'll be more wary now for this one. Does it apply to the whole series? I don't think it would be as much of a problem if you're running it at well below the wattage rating for most of its life. Okay. Yeah, so that's great. I list all those people because we're all really close friends. We collaborate a lot, and I definitely try to show. Oh, Coalition Gaming. Sorry, Chris, if you're watching. Watch Coalition Gaming too. Yeah, all of us, we do cover the same type of content, and it's always good to get, you know, multiple sources before going into a build. Do not just follow like one person's build guides only, because a lot of times after I do a build and I check other people's, they use like other different parts. Sometimes they get better deals on certain components than I do. So yeah, definitely check all those out. I would still go for this one at 65 bucks, 650 watt. I'm not too worried about some of those controls that they're talking about. Maybe if you're planning on running a really high-end system and leaving your system on overnight where you're not there to actively monitor it, but I would still go with this. I think it's a good deal considering what's available elsewhere. Okay, so we're about what else? Is there any SSD deals? Okay, let's see what we can get the cheapest. I actually need like a 2 terabyte drive for benchmarking, because I'm constantly moving stuff around because the games take up more than 1 terabyte, and it's annoying when I have to benchmark. I just need like one good drive. So if we can find a good 2 terabyte drive, that would be awesome. Ooh, PS5 for $13.51. Sorry, man. Okay, so we're gonna look at internal SSDs. We're looking at a lower price. I also need some 240 gigabyte drives, like these Kingston ones. I just need quick boot up drives for cheap systems, for like flipping, to get rid of like old Dell systems I just have sitting around. I'm curious though, what's Amazon looking like? $240 gigabyte SSDs going on Amazon for 25 bucks. Okay, so it's the same thing on either. Wow, the prices go up pretty quickly. So there's only a couple under 25 bucks. Definitely, if you're gonna get a lower capacity SSD, spend the extra $5 to double from 120 to this. I'm gonna actually probably pick a few of these up for those Optiplex systems, because when I do get rid of them, I want to at least give the person who's buying them or getting it for free an SSD so that they can boot up quicker. But I'm gonna look at some specific ranges. If you have like over 500 bucks, I think you should personally be getting at least a 500 gigabyte SSD, which includes 480. So we're gonna be looking at some of these at 500 and plus SSDs. Okay. Where are them 2 terabyte ones? I'm actually not too much of a stickler about DRAM, though. Obviously, if they're the same price or maybe 10% more, I would pay more for the DRAM. But if you can get a pretty good discount on a drive that does not have DRAM, I don't mind as much as other people do. Okay. Yeah, so what's the cheapest terabyte we're seeing here? I wasn't even aware that Western Digital had red SSDs now. I just knew about their blues. 500 gigabytes. So the lowest price one we're looking at is this Neo Forza. I've never even heard of this company. 80 bucks for 1 terabyte. But we've been seeing these prior to Black Friday, so I wouldn't really consider that a deal. Yeah, we're getting to the 1 terabyte range now with at 85 bucks. Okay, let's see. The 1660 Ti is better than the Super, but I think there's kind of overpriced. The Super was kind of like the newer of the 1660 Ti and Super. It was the newer one that came out that, although it wasn't as good as the Ti, it was supposed to be a better value proposition, and it was just to kind of replace the 1660. Okay. Yeah, so we're quickly getting into... What's the cheapest 2 terabyte one? I'm guessing it's going to be around 180. Yeah, 2 terabyte. SX 8100. I actually... Let's see. This one's a SATA one. Why is this 180 bucks? It's not even NVMe. So it looks like the cheapest 2 terabyte for me, though I would buy a 2.5 inch one, because for benchmarking, not all my systems have a M.2 slot. So this isn't that much of a deal though. This is how much they were going for, pretty standard. It was definitely not going for 260. Okay. I just realized we're well over an hour to the stream. So I will get to these, but I'm going to do some unboxings first. Oh, people have some pretty good looking setups. Okay, so let me switch over back to OBS. To the scene. Okay. So, we've looked through some deals. I found some pretty good looking cases. And then I think that Seasonic power supply is actually a really good deal. Considering the capacity and the price. Okay. I'll see if I can get back to the deals, but I just realized we're well over an hour into the stream. But I gotta unbox a bunch of stuff. So, and some of this is sent from you guys, actually. So, here. So I gotta unbox all of this, right? So I'm gonna put them down here. And I guess we'll go through this one first. I actually already opened this. So I'm not sure who sent this, but I think this is pretty cool. I haven't used them yet. So this is, I think it was from Amazon or wherever it was from. It came in this huge package, but this is the only thing inside. Right? This is the only thing inside this huge package. So I'm not sure if the person who sent it is actually in the stream, because they didn't put their name on it. But it's basically, I had no idea what these were at first. But they're for, so I don't have to do glass pushing, and I'll show you in a second. Yeah, who goes up on CPU prices on Black Friday? I agree. Okay, so apparently these things you put on your glasses so that they hook behind your ears, which I didn't even know this was a thing. I knew about the strings that you can tie to your glasses. Bro, can you fast go to Twitter's 12? Oh, it's 12 in India and you gotta sleep. Okay, give me 1 second. I'll express it real quick for Mr. King. Which one are you on Twitter, by the way? Are you the same name? Wow, thank you for the submissions. We're getting quite a bit of submissions now. Oh, Mr. King. Mr. King. Okay. Thank you for being on, by the way. So we're going to take a look at Mr. King's because he has to go real quick. Oh wait, this isn't Mr. King. Where is he? Did you even submit one? Because I'm not just going to shout out your Twitch. Oh, this one right here? Okay, so you want me to check this one out. So we've got a Ryzen 5 3600X 2060. Okay, that's a good pairing. You didn't say how much RAM. I'm guessing 16 gigabytes of DDR4. What else we got? 500 watt power supply, B450 AC carbon gaming, 2 terabyte hard drive, 200. Okay, an Antec DP501. So you got a Red Dragon mouse as well as a Dell one. I'm not sure why you're using 2 mice. Here's your tower. You still left... You haven't even peeled it yet. Also, you got a phone here. Is this... Oh, is this popping up at all? Oh, it is. There's just a stream delay. But, is this from our chat? Looks like it is. Okay. You got 2 keyboards. Both of them... Well, you got a chiclet style one and just a standard membrane keyboard. Do you have like 2 PC setup or something? I'm curious why you have 2. It's like 1 wireless and 1 wired. But it looks like you could use a keyboard and mouse upgrade. And then, oh, so this is for, hey, look, there's me. And then you're streaming, it looks like, with your camera. And I'm not sure what brand, that's not Monoprice, that mic is, but you got a nice swing arm for it. So, let's see. I feel like this is such an Asian thing to do because my parents are like this, and they kind of taught me to be like this growing up. Where like when we got a new TV or like a new DVD player or whatever the heck, we never peeled the plastic. Even phones, they leave the plastic on until it falls off naturally. But I mean, you have really good specs in your PC. It doesn't look like you have anything lighting up the inside of your computer. It's all completely dark, but you do have some RGB on the case. I would say your next upgrade looks like it would be for the mouse and keyboard. Yeah, because you got pretty entry-level mice and keyboard. But if it works for you, then you're fine. But I'd say that doesn't match too well with the specs that you have running in your PC. But let's see. Your desk, for the most part, is pretty clean. I'm guessing you just ate and drank or something. But like the top of your desk, you don't have anything like a lot of clutter or mess. Your wire management, behind your monitor and your mic, that looks good. So I'd say pretty good job. All right, Mr. King. One to use in bed. So you're using it in bed. That makes sense. But I guess you probably don't want to use only wireless because of the maybe slight delay on the wireless nature of it. But have a good night, man. Good night from Seattle to India. So, okay. Back to the unboxing. Yeah, so these hooks, if I can get them on my glasses, but you see how they work, right? They make my glasses look like a scythe. But you put them on, and then when you wear them, it hooks behind your ear. I'm supposed to move it a little bit further forward, like this. And I can't even read chat without my glasses on, so. What's this part of the stream? What's up, Gabriel? So this part of the stream, I'm just unboxing a bunch of stuff that I've been meaning to unbox. And I do have some merch samples in, so I thought it would be fun to kind of check that out on stream, especially since some viewers, including the person who sent these things in, sent things to my P.O. box, and I haven't had a chance to thank them or like to do it on a video, because I don't do the unboxing videos anymore. So I figured this would be a really good time to do it, and I don't know, maybe and to check out the merch too. So yeah, so now that these things are on, they're hooking behind my ears now, and now I don't have to glass push because it'll stay on. So I'll try this out. But for the next item, this is another one that was sent by a viewer. This was sent by John Kim. So John, I'm not sure if you're watching stream right now. I know you sent this to me a while ago. I don't check the P.O. box as often because since COVID started. But even before then, I gotta be honest, I didn't check the P.O. box too often anyways because not a lot of stuff was going through there. So so if you're watching, thank you, and if not, I'll try to hit you up on Twitter. Oh, what? Okay. So yes, rest in peace, Glass Push, because these things are here now. But John, why still manage to really enjoy your videos and constantly create your You're probably one of my favorite tech channels. I saw in some of your recent videos that you use buy a new box cutter over your packages. Oh, okay. Use this. It's not too expensive. It fits well. Theme of your budget. Okay. Please disregard PS if you want to open it. Use your thumb. Oh, man. Okay, so he actually sent me an unboxing knife, so I don't have to use these box cutters, which have been kind of a staple of the channel. But because he sent me this, so he sent this. I'm curious. Yeah. Oh, so these rubber hooks, by the way, if you guys have problems with your glasses always falling down, definitely look into these rubber hooks. I never even knew they were a thing. But John, I gotta thank you, man. I'm talking to you as if you're here. You may not be watching the stream right now, but John Kim, he sent this folding knife for me to use for unboxing. So let's check it out. Good morning. Yep. Hello. You guys want to say hi to Remy? I posted him on a... Hi, Remy. Okay, I think he wants to play around, but I'll try to wrap up relatively soon, then we can go eat, okay? But yeah, okay, so here's the knife. Wait. Watch, I'm gonna cut my... So how do we get this back in, though, is the question. So, unsheathing is pretty easy. Normally... Oh, here it is. Okay. So, yeah. So it's just a standard knife. Let's see if I can flip it out. Come on, watch I throw it right into my monitor. Wait up. Oh, okay, yeah, so it doesn't flip out as easily, but okay, got it. And then you use this little, you just kind of push right here to put it back. Okay, so this is actually, let's see, watch I cut myself here. I guess I'll use this for the next ones. Don't take it to the airport, yeah. Top everything. Thanks for the kind words. Okay, next package. This one was sent to me by Gam Diaz. You know the brand Gam Diaz? So they just sent me something to my P.O. box and didn't even hit me up or anything like that. I guess they found it on either one of my videos or something. But they sent me this box. It's pretty light. I don't know what it is, and I'm going to use John's knife for the first time. Him trying to open a game of anxiety. Yeah, I have other knives that are similar style to this, but I usually use these box cutters, so yeah, I'll get used to this one though. But it cuts well. So let's see what is in this Gam Diaz box. Okay, what's the date on this? I'm not sure if there is a... Oh! They sent this January 13th, the beginning of the year. That goes to show how little I check my P.O. box, which I'm trying to get better at. But, okay. So, they sent me... I need to hit them up and say thanks. This is a four fan pack. But, sweet. Now I have I can throw these in like a more budgety case to make them look a little bit nicer. How much do these normally go for? Let's see. So this Aeolus goes for about $44, which is about $11 a fan, which is pretty standard for RGB fans. So okay, sweet. Gam Diaz, you're probably not watching the stream right now, but thank you. Okay. Next package right here. Yeah, dang January. How much mail do I have? Not too much. Not too many packages. I got some of these right here as well. But yeah, so it's just this box and then these three and then that's it. And then we'll get to the stream reviews. But this one, I know what it is. And I haven't opened it because I don't need it right now. Oops. Please tell me I did not just damage the packaging. Okay. So, oh, we got some of this nice hex hexagon bubble wrap. Dude, I keep all my bubble wrap in case I need to ship anything out. So, what we have here is the World of Warcraft Shadowlands Collector's Edition, which, I'm not playing Shadowlands right now, but I do collect all the World of Warcraft, or I'm trying to collect all the Collector's Editions, just because World of Warcraft is, like, as you can see, one of the biggest impacts of, like, games that impact me in general growing up. I'm still playing Classic, and I will be playing Shadowlands to check it out, but I'm not going to open this Collector's Edition. I'm just kind of, I have a bunch of them over here. I guess you wouldn't be able to see, but I have a bunch of other ones back here in my shelf that I'm collecting, so. Good components for a $600 USD build. First gen Ryzen RX 580, 480, 470, 570. Pretty standard. I'm assuming used. If you're doing brand new for $600, you want to be going like Intel i3 9100 from Micro Center, because those are like $70 plus their motherboard discount deals and things like that. And you'll probably have a 1650 Super. What ITX case is this? This is the Lian Li TU150. I have a video on the channel about it, but I really like it because check out the Predator. But it has a handle, which is like my favorite thing about it. So yeah, this is one of my favorite cases like of all time, just because of this. Right now, if you're asking me, it's 10:33 a.m. On the west coast of the U.S. So okay. Now we're getting into the merch, which I got a couple of things from. Okay, I'm really excited about these though, because this isn't my merch. This is actually some merch from other creators. This mic's a Blue Yeti, by the way. So first one we're opening up, and this is a Zach's Tech Turf. I didn't mention Zach's name earlier. I feel so bad. Zach's Tech Turf, another channel that one of the bros, one of the tech fam, good budget content. But I got a Zach's Tech Turf T-shirt. Mr. Clyburn, Mr. Clyburn, you still there? Because I know. Please. Okay, they got the sides right. So I got a ZTT T-shirt. Do you guys watch Zach? Because if you don't, you should. Zach's a super cool dude. I actually had the pleasure of meeting him when I went down to NVIDIA's headquarters. But yeah, ZTT. Go subscribe if you have not yet. Zach's Tech Turf. So I got a ZTT shirt. Gotta support them in their merch shop, you know. As well as this package, I got a Toasty Bros, one of their new RGB shirts. Oh man, these smell so brand new. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Alright, what? Okay, so I'm very particular about my shirts. So, let me check the blend on this. So this is small, this is 100% cotton. And this one's like a next level. Yeah, it's a next level apparel shirt. This one I think is a poly blend. Nope. Actually, this one's 100% cotton too. All right, so I'm gonna change my shirts right now. LTT was a Z. Which ones do you guys think I should wear? Should I wear the Toasty Bros one for the rest of the stream or the ZTT one? Let me know down in the, or let me know in the comments. I will put whichever one more people vote for, or whichever one gets like, I don't know, 10 votes first. ZTT or Toasty Bros shirt for the rest of the stream. Did you watch? Yep, I did watch the Linus Challenge with the Toasty Bros. Yeah. Alright, so we got both for ZTT, Toasty. Toasty one's pretty nice. I do like the Toasty ones, this RGB. Oh, so here's the ZTT one. But the toast, man, you guys are pretty split between the two. That's pretty good. No favoritism here, but I do like the color like gradient on this one. So, all right, I'm gonna see whoever gets the first 10. So, oh, how am I gonna count this? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, the Toasty Bros shirt will give me more FPS because it's RGB. I think Zach got more votes off the top. Okay, no spamming, please, Malek. Okay. Oh, but now the Toasty votes are coming in. I think Toasty would have reached 10 first. Alright. We'll do the Toasty Bros shirt, but I think both these shirts are sick, which I'm going to change my shirt over here real quick. Because I was wearing the LTX 19 shirt up until now. But yeah. So now I feel like they're gonna put my stuff to shame. But I'm working with one of my guildmates from WoW for the shirts, and I shouldn't say it's gonna put me to shame, but in terms of like, because it's not done yet, she actually has worked on some really cool designs, and we're still working on them for me. So let's see. I do not have a Discord for viewers, Solomon, unfortunately. So this is some merch samples. I'm going through Teespring because I liked, in terms of their integration with YouTube and their pricing and their materials and all that. It worked the best for me. I know there's a bunch of t-shirt design companies you can go through for like automatic drop shipping, but all right. So we got the Toasty Bros shirt. You guys should tweet out to the Toasty Bros actually that I'm wearing their shirt on stream if you take a picture of the stream. But okay, so this is my own merch samples, which I started working on like about a month ago or maybe 2 months ago. I don't know how it's gonna look, but at least you guys can see some of the initial designs at first. Oh, this is okay. Alright. So I went with a light and a dark design, but let's see what this looks like. Okay. So here, oh, that actually, ooh. So here is the front design. It's the kind of like, remember, if you guys remember the classic NOAB logo before I went to the avatar, except kind of more modernized with some tech infused into it. The only thing I'm worried about is it does have a lot of little intricate details that I gotta send these through the wash. So I'm doing samples because I don't want to put out shirts that have like bad quality and get washed out in the first wash cycle. So yeah, this is what we have for, and I just printed a ton of different stuff on one shirt. This is not finalized yet, by the way. Still working on this, but I just wanted to see what the quality was. But yeah, this is basically the essential components for a PC, and then I also got a color graded chart there just to see all the different. I don't know if there's how many different colors there are, but I was testing a bunch of different shades of green with their RGB color values. And then there's a big logo on the back too, which in this one the details came out a lot better. So this is the design on dark. Let me see the quality of this. Yeah, wow. So it captures a lot of the detail, but yeah, I definitely need to send these through some hot wash cycles. Yeah, it looks techy. This isn't all the designs. This was more of a run to see the quality of the shirts, which I got all. I think it's Yeah, this is like a 50% polyester cotton blend. And I was trying to see what this looks like on the shirt, but obviously the transparency didn't work out, so I gotta fix that for like the light gray shirts. It's not supposed to print white like that, but uh, some of these right here too, different shades of green, and then okay, I don't know what just happened here, but this is incorrect. So yeah, they can't be doing this. This was supposed to look like this, but they can't be doing this on the actual shirts once they're done. Like it somehow zoomed in here. I gotta go check out the design. So merch probably isn't gonna drop for a while because these are the first samples that I've received, and I want to put out merch that is good quality and is durable. I need to test these to see how long, how many wash cycles they can last through, if they degrade in quality and things like that. Yeah, because look, this is weird. Like this didn't even pick up any of the details down here. So I gotta get this figured out. Ross, thanks by the way. You've been helping like all stream. I'm gonna make you a mod right now because I need moderator help. But Ross Bryce, thanks for helping everyone out because I'm like super distracted on the stream right now. But yeah, yep. So this is just the preliminary. These are not the final designs, by the way. I think I'm gonna change these up a little bit from what they are. I think this logo is pretty much there, the Nobe logo, but I want to get these. We're still working on the final designs for all these icons, and I think I'm gonna change this text up. I don't like it as much now that I see it on an actual shirt, so I'll figure something else out. Hey, are the Toasty Bros here? Yeah, what's up, Matt or Jackson, whoever's running it, or I guess Zach too. But yeah, so dude, good quality shirt, guys. I like it. Looks sweet. So. Yep. Okay, so that's my merch. I think that's all I had to go through because that's finishing unboxing everything. Oh, for the merch, when I do finally launch it, I think for a really long time, I'm going to launch it at face value, meaning I'm not going to profit from it at all. So I can keep the lowest prices for the people who want the initial run of shirts. I think it works out to $16 a shirt is how much it costs for me to get zero profit on these. Anything more, I gain money. So I think I'm going to run like for a little bit where I make zero profit, which unfortunately with t-shirt or with any of these companies, it works out to like the listing for the shirt is $6, but after shipping, tax, and they charge like some kind of fee, like some service fee because they're doing all the work for me. It works out to like 20 something bucks. So yeah, hopefully it's at an affordable price for people because I'm just making the merch so people can rep it if they want. I'm not really looking to make a profit from these. So, yeah. Okay. LAN party vlogs is coming. I'm working on it hopefully this weekend a lot because I have today off and the rest of the weekend off. So, I don't play Minecraft. I would like to get into it, but I feel like there's such a big learning curve. And like I don't really know where to start or who to play with. None of my friends play Minecraft, so I feel like it's very much a Okay, I think we're back. I'm not even sure how that happened. I feel like the blue... So I bought this used, actually, like 3 years ago. Hey, thanks, Taylor. I appreciate it. Thanks for the donation. Yeah, so... Did anyone see me touch anything except for switching the scenes? Which, this scene already had the audio in. I'm not sure how that happened. This thing might just be getting old. Or OBS is bugging out, because that should not have happened. But we're gonna check out so Canada TV. Sorry, I actually forgot about this. So we can actually look at this deal if it even loads up. Canada Computers. It looks like it's bogged down right now because it's not opening. Yeah, I'm checking out all these. So Ross Bryce, who I just made the mod actually. So let's see. You've got... Did you put the specs in here? I guess I'm just gonna rate your setup, but if you want to put your specs in here in the chat as well, since I know you're in chat. Okay, so you've got a dual screen setup going on. Looks like, is that Fortnite in the background? Looks, or in the game. So let's see. You've got one of those fixed color mechanical keyboards. So budget mechanical keyboard and what looks like be the mouse. I can't see what mic that is, but you do have a pop filter on it. This is a pretty clean setup. Do you have a cable rack? Some people don't care about cable management. As you can see, I also sometimes don't care about cable management. If you can look down there, that's for my test bench though, so I just keep it messy. Like, it's too hard to cable manage it with like constantly switching parts around and stuff. So yeah, some people don't care about cable management, so it's no biggie. It's kind of like a personal preference kind of thing. It doesn't really affect anyone else. It affects you in your own space. So oh no, what happened? I gotta time someone out. Yeah. I mean, where are all these spammers coming from? When's the gaming vlog being updated? By the end of the year for sure. Hopefully by mid-December is what I'm aiming for. I mean, this is a nice looking setup otherwise. Where do you mainly use your computer for, Ross? Oh, you sold it for a bicycle. Nice. Okay, so there was Ross's setup. Whoop. Okay, we already looked at that one. Now we're looking at Canada TV, which I clicked on your link for the 2600 and nothing is coming up except for this. Oh, did you delete your tweet? Oh no. Oh no, Canada TV, why do you delete your tweet? Well, is the stream dead or something? Let me see. No, the stream's not dead. I don't know why everyone's saying F. Okay. So, yeah, wow. So you posted the picture while we were looking at the Cooler Master case. But from what I can see, I don't know why you retracted your tweet, but we're going to review it anyways because you sent it. Unless you sent another one. Oh, yeah, you did. Okay. So, you got 1060, which is still a solid card, and you're going to upgrade to the 3060 Ti, hopefully when those come out, if they're in stock, at a good price. Ryzen 5 3600, so you got a solid everything except for the graphics card right now. 16 gigabytes of RAM, I'm guessing. Either 32 or 16. And you got, a solid SSD, HDD combo. Razer Huntsman Tournament Edition, 5X Glorious Model OS. Okay. It's pretty nice. Let's see. Got a little figurine going on in there. It looks... Oh, okay. Is this really 30... What's your actual RAM capacity, though? 36 would be an odd number, but I guess would that be doable? Is the black and purple gaming setup good? I mean, that's fine. Good is relative, right? This is all subjective. If that's the color you want to go for, I think white with some black and purple accents would look really cool, and I want to do that in a build theme coming up. But so yeah, I see it, and then you got the PC gaming or glorious PC gaming race mat there. Why do you have these mice so that you can have them for when they eventually break down, because you're afraid they won't be available anymore because you like it that much? What's up, Mr. Clyburn? I'm not sure if you were here earlier for when I did the ZTT merch unboxing, but yeah, so pretty solid setup going on here. I mean, I'm not one to critique other people's setup that much. I would probably just clean up the cable management a little bit. I'm a fan of wireless mice and wireless keyboard because it clears up a lot of the clutter. The only annoying thing is the battery or the recharging. But nice, dude. You have a solid setup here. I do hope you get a graphics card soon, because it does suck that they're not available. Okay, so now we'll go back in order. So you sent a new one. So we've got, how can you fix your wiring in this crappy setup? Okay, 2600X, Vega 64. Okay, so very solid PC here. 4 gigahertz memory, 5 fans or so, 750 watt power supply. Oh, you get them for free? How do you get them for free? That's interesting. Alright, so we've got a streaming setup here. I actually have the exact mic boom arm. Top view, okay, some HyperX headset, 2 mice going on. I'm curious about the 2 mice thing. Alright, what keyboard is that? RPG something? Oh my goodness, you need to... I'm not sure if you're watching the stream right now, but I would recommend dusting out your computer every once in a while. It's one thing for dust to like accumulate on the filter and the fans. It's another thing once it's like inside the system. Then you know that you need a dusting. But let's see. I don't know, what case is this? Did you have a shot of the outside of the case? I can't tell, it's so dark. But it looks like an older case. It still has the like drive bays in the front with no basement, or I'm assuming anyways. Oh. Wait, when one breaks down, that mouse is broken down that many times. Yeah, so cable management. You're routing everything to the front. I can't tell how much room is in the back here, but you definitely need to, from the power supply, there's going to be cutouts down here. Everything has to go through that first. Then pull out whatever you need from these ones. That's how you're going to clean it up. But yeah, you need to dust this first and foremost, though. Okay. Oh, Samurai Tech, you're actually located here in Seattle. Dude, you have a clean looking system here. You got a push-pull on the 60, or on the 120 millimeter radiator. Let's see. So, what do you have here? B450 Aorus M. Did you put the specs? Yeah, so Ryzen 5 2600, 1080 Ti, solid. 2 terabytes. Yeah, so you got a 120 gigabyte SSD with a 2 terabyte solid state hybrid drive. And you've got your computer on a shelf right above you. and a 3-monitor setup. What size is this vertical monitor? This is interesting looking. Hey, all right, take it easy, Canadian TV. Thanks for your submission and thanks for hanging out for most of the stream. So, I see you're running with your tempered glass panel off. Is that because you want better thermals or because it broke? But dude, this is a solid setup, and your desk looks clean. You have pretty good cable management going on. The only thing is, this is just a recommendation. If you want to look even a little cleaner, you could have one of those cable raceways running up so that these are attached to the wall behind the raceway. But I think this is clean regardless. So okay, so Taylor, thanks for the donation. Ryzen 5 3600X RX 5500. 16 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD. Yeah, that's good for $600. That's really good. The Ryzen 5 3600 we can't even find for under $200 right now. Plus the 1 terabyte SSD is worth about $100 in itself. That's $300. Plus the graphics card, that's worth well above $600. So I would definitely get that if you're talking about a used deal in your local area or something. Yeah. So. Thanks for submission, Samurai. We got Faith here with a Ryzen 3 3200G, 16 gigabytes of Vulkan Z, 3000 megahertz, Strix 1650, NZXT H510. Cable management isn't amazing. I promise I'll plan to do something. For sure. You don't have to promise me anything. Cable management for you. Like, most of the things in people's setup in their builds are for themselves because a lot of people don't see it. It's something that you look at every day. So, so let's see, cable management. So this doesn't look too bad. I mean, this is coming behind the cable bar. You could probably wrap this around these 2 screws a little bit to tighten it up. But I wouldn't, the cable management doesn't look too bad on this. And here's your setup. So you've got one of these plastic tub drawers to hold your PC up. Okay, this looks a little sketchy. So let me see if I can zoom in. I can't zoom in on it. No. Let me see if I can copy this so we can do some CSI forensics here. But if you take a look at this, I know how the NZXT case's feet are. If you look at this right here, the feet aren't even fully on this thing, and the amount of contact surface they have with this isn't even a whole flat surface. This has like a lip here which has a certain width, and the feet is hanging off on both sides of that. I feel like a small earthquake or even a bump with this would make this PC build fall down. So I would recommend getting like a piece of plywood or something that can fit the entire build under, and then put it on top of this, because this looks super janky, and especially with all your wires coming down too. If something gets caught or like you accidentally pull your mouse or keyboard or monitor, I feel like this thing is gonna come crashing down. So that would be my oops, no, what happened? Yeah, that would be my recommendation for this setup. What case do I suggest in black? The ones I put in the description, actually. There's 2 cases there. They're both black. Those ones for on a budget I would recommend. The description of the stream. Ross Bryce, you bought your 1070 Ti, super excited, but it just shut down randomly. Ooh. Oh, is it because of the PSU and not the card? Other than that, yeah, for the cable management, I don't know if you put your feet against the wall. I would say if you could clean this up and bring them up a little bit, buy some Velcro or tie straps or like a cable management rack that you can attach to it. And just get some of these cables off the floor. It doesn't look like you have that much of a working desk space. So if you can get a bigger desk, IKEA has some for pretty cheap, like $60 including the legs. So, dude, Nitrosity, what's up? It's been a few years. I thought I've seen you more recently than that, but okay. So we're done with this setup. So Faith, MTF photographer, those are some of my recommendations. Otherwise, I mean, you have a solid build. It looks like you could use an upgrade on one of your monitors. I am a fan of the one ultra wide, so if you can go for that too, it'll help with your desk space. Monitor risers would help too because it acts as shelves. Okay, we got Trill Jake with a really nice setup here. I can't tell if this is this doesn't look like a standing desk, but it is a desk with USB ports built into it. Dude, this looks nice. What do you got here? 3700X, 2060 Super, Corsair 4000X case, 32 gigabytes of RAM at 3600 megahertz, ROG X570F motherboard, and a $800 Alienware G-Sync 34-inch curved ultra-wide. Yes, ultra-wide. Dude, you have a clean build and a clean setup. Cable management. This desk looks pretty thick. It is looking like a stand-up desk actually. Now that I'm looking at the legs, so it is pretty hard to get cable management on a standing desk. So you should, if you want to make it look cleaner, and because it has to go up and down. We back. I think we good. Rotten Dino Nuggy. I love that username, by the way. So, X7M. Which of the two cases in the description do I like better? Well, one of them's a micro ATX, so you have to consider that. I would probably go for the DIY PC one. It gives you more options in terms of motherboards. Yeah, and I really like the look of it. It comes with more fans. There's more space to work in. Both of them, I think, are good cases. I would probably go for the DIY PC one first. Hey, what's up, big boy Abel? Day's going great. Stream's going great. We've hit the 2-hour mark. I need to finish off these. I gotta eat. I haven't eaten anything yet. We're about to reach noon. Melissa is probably super hungry because she probably hasn't eaten either. So I need to get through the rest of these, which we only have a couple more to go through. But I just want to thank everyone. Some people have been watching the stream since it started, so I know we've dropped off in viewers a little bit, but let's finish this off good. So we have Wolf SX with the Ryzen 7 2700X, RTX 2070 Mini solid, Fantex Eclipse P300A. I'm curious if you bought the Mini because, I mean, you could have fit a bigger card in there, but I'm curious if you bought it because it was like a good deal or if it was the only one available. 500 gigabyte NVMe SSD, 1 terabyte hard drive, another SSD. I'm guessing a 2.5 inch like SATA one, 450 RS Elite, and 16 gigabytes of G-Skill. Okay, so we've got so here's your setup. You got everything hooked on the wall, like your VR headset stuff. Nice. Got some art going on in the back. You have a degree from your college. PC is on the ground. I'm curious if you kick that. I have had PC cases that I put on the ground before, but I like to fidget my legs around a lot, so I have kicked my PC plenty of times. So I keep it on the desk now. And then, so we got 3 monitor setup going on. I haven't had 3 monitors for like 5 years now, but it was nice. It's just, I would distract myself too much with, there's too many things going on the screen. So one ultra wide has been a good solution for me. But you got a composition notebook there. So in the build itself, your cable management looks good. Your setup cable management, it looks like you have a board here that kind of hides most of it. But it looks like you have kind of like a more budget fan set, because I can see the individual LEDs. But I'm curious what color theme you're going for here, because you got yellow going on the motherboard and RAM, and then red here, and then kind of like a whitish blue on the graphics card. So I'm curious what that color scheme is, if that was purposeful or not. And then, is it worth upgrading to a Ryzen 9 3900X from a 2700X? Depending on what you're doing, I would say wait. I think the 2700X is still very capable. It looks like you have the stock cooler on it, but like in terms of gaming performance, you're not gonna see that huge of a boost. You would want to go for the newer 5000 series, which aren't available and are overpriced. So I would say don't upgrade to it right now. 2700X is very solid. 3070, on the other hand, will be a pretty solid increase over the 2070. But yeah, if for gaming, I would usually lean on the graphics card for the upgrade. It would net you more frames per second. Okay, so we looked at Canadian TV. We're gonna look at K Decimate. All right. Oh, you got the 5800X. So we're flexing here a little bit. 3080 overclock. He got the newest, or he got a new release processor and graphics card. X570 Strix, 32 gigabytes, 3600 megahertz RAM, 1 terabyte, M.2, NZXT Kraken Z73. Your first PC build. This is quite the first PC build. And you've got a Ducky keyboard, glorious mouse, and then two 32-inch monitors, one 1440 and one 1080p, both 144 hertz. Dude, this is your first PC? This is solid. Like, this is, you got a whole solid setup and PC going on here. And it looks like you're going for the blue and red theme. You didn't peel this, but yeah. I'm just going to compliment you on a job well done on the first setup. I'm curious how much the entire thing cost. If I had to, off the top of my head, I'm thinking the PC must have been around $2,000, and the rest of the setup maybe another $800. So $2,800 total. That's just doing like a completely random price check on it. But let me know if you're in the chat how much it costs, if you're willing to share. Okay. This, I believe, is the last one, but someone said they submitted another one. I'm not... Oh. No, okay. So we got knife. So I'm just gonna... Oh my goodness. We gotta get through these quicker. Alright. IJU. So we got 5600X. So we do have a handful of people who are getting the newer processors. I just made a video about the 5600X. You guys should check that out. Versus the 3700X. Dude, this looks nice. I like the retro color scheme going on here. You've got the teal, you got the kind of purplish-y pink going on in a white case. I think this looks really nice. I'm seeing a theme here. People don't like to peel their tempered glass stickers, but I think this looks super solid. Very nice build, JU. Solid specs, solid build. Okay, we've got some... I'm curious what's going on here with this, what looks to be... It looks like styrofoam, but I can't tell. But, actually, the wall panels, there's like... You can see the seams, but we've got 3800X, 5700 XT graphics card, 16 gigs. Hey, you got a Blue Yeti as well. Hey, thanks X7M for staying for the stream. You've been here like since almost the beginning, so thank you very much. And Ross, thank you for I see you're moderating, like, and you're doing a great job, so thanks for that. While I go through these in like lightning fast speeds. You got an Asus keyboard. Looks like the build is not too lit up. Cables have been fixed. Oh, hey, this is a glass desk. I actually made a setup video on this, doing cable management. Let's see. I wonder if it pops up. Oh, it doesn't. Man, I'm not in the Google SEO. Why is my video not popping up? I'm putting like all the exact images, things I need. Glass desk cable management is what it is. But that's the exact desk that, yeah. This is an old video too. 2017. I don't think that's on the windows. I think it's on the walls. But you had 4 terabyte and a 250 gigabyte NVMe. So in terms of like, if I were to do a build upgrade or to upgrade anything to build, I think the first thing that would need to be upgraded is that NVMe drive, because you've got a huge storage drive for all your extra media and stuff. But 250, especially if you're playing game, let's see, that RimWorld, I can't see the rest of them. Squad, I don't know how big of games you played, but I think a 500 gigabyte, especially considering the rest of these specs, I would want at least a minimum 500 gigabyte SSD in this system. So that would be my recommendation. Gabriel, I'm not sure if I see the tweet, but if you sent it to, if you at Nerd on a Budget, then we'll see it here. So we have Flight Simmer. So an eMachines keyboard. It looks like a pretty standard mouse as well. You've got the Cooler Master. Is that the Q500? It looks pretty big. You got some boxes here. Hard drive sitting here. Curious if that doesn't fit inside the case. Pretty simple setup. Is there anything on the build? Oh man, you've got a Athlon 3000G with a GTX 1050. So you could use a little bit of an upgrade on both of those departments, but I can't see what games you play. Let's see. Monitors 1080p 60 hertz. Okay. Yeah, so this is definitely like the budget of a budget setup. In terms of everything going on, cable management is a little bit messy, but not too big of a deal. I'm curious if you plan on upgrading your GPU or CPU first. I would almost do the CPU up to like a Ryzen 5 or something. The Athlon 3000G, that's the APU. And it's got like a below Ryzen 3 performance. So, yeah, I would probably recommend upgrading that first, then graphics card after. But RAM's fine. You got a 500 gigabyte SSD. It's the Team Group GX2 budget one too. So, all right. I like seeing the budget setups too. So, all right, Daniel, Ronaldo T. Reynoldo. So we've got like a. This is an ironing board. Nice ghetto setup. Yep, gotta love the ironing table setup with the TV. Deep Cool GameX 400, solid budget, like Hyper 212 competitor. You got an older Ivy Bridge i7 3770K paired with the RX 580, the budget graphics card of choice, especially in the used market. Z77 Extreme motherboard, Galax. So you got some SSDs, and you've got a 120 gigabyte SSD. That's for a budget PC. That's very passable. But I'm curious, people who like game heavily, like it's really hard to game on a 120 gigabyte SSD because a lot of games aren't gonna fit onto it. So then you're gonna be loading off of the hard drive. But I like. This is an older case too with the acrylic side panel. It looks like, dude, you got the Sapphire 580. That is a nice card. The Sapphire postcards are really nice, and I really do like the kind of ghetto-ness of this. It has character, so nice. Palm, custom cables, vertical GPU. First, yeah, custom cables would match the rest of your theme because everything is looking super nice right now. The cables, even though they are black and plain, they are the things that stick out the most in this build. You've got a L-shaped desk. I really like L-shaped corner desk. You got some GameCube controllers up here, and with the mic on a swiveling, retracting arm. 3 monitors, all very. Oh, it looks like this monitor set up here for the laptop. So you got like a laptop thing going on side me. That's for work. This is a nice setup, and your cable management is super clean. The only thing hanging down is looks like this headphones. 2 monitors going on. Yeah, I see your C920. Solid specs too. Wait. Vertical GPU. What graphics card do you have? It's an RTX. Looks like a 30. I would guess. Did you put it on here? Oh yeah, Gigabyte Vision 3080. Dude, that is clean. Graphics card fits very well with the build. Yeah. So custom cables. I'm curious if you will go with all white or like white with some black accents. Solid build and setup, man. This is very nice. Definitely nicer than mine. Okay, I'm gonna open up the rest of these in new windows, and then I gotta finish it off. I gotta finish off because we gotta go to lunch, or have lunch rather. Oh, so many setups. I almost need to do a video series on this. Yeah, some of these got submitted really recently, so I won't be able to get through them, but I'm gonna try to get through as many as possible. Okay, Crack Master Buns. Let's see how the stream health is doing. Make sure that we're not dead. Alright, Crack Master Buns. 3700X, 27 Super. Very good combination of parts. 32 gigabytes of RAM. Lee case, RGB, okay. So, very standard build. Very clean on the cable management. Dual monitor setup with a, looks to be a 60% keyboard and a Logitech mouse. I wonder if, are these fans controlled by this remote and not by the motherboard? Solid setup. I've never done the vertical monitor thing. I'm not a coder, and I don't know. Like, I think for people who code, who need to see a lot of lines of code, or I guess if you read a lot of news articles, which I don't really. I guess for Reddit, like going through hardware swap, it would be nice to go vertical, but I don't think it'll work out with my desk setup because I don't have my ultra wide takes up most of the space. But I like this. This is clean. I like your posters in the back too. Very solid and nice setup. Crack Master Buns. Knife. All right. 3200G. No graphics card is looking like. No graphics card. We got an integrated graphics solution going on here. 256 gigabyte SSD, 2 terabyte hard drive, Deep Cool Matrix 30, 430 watt power supply, and looks like a budget brand. Oh, I have that. I have this Corsair mouse, but like a budget mechanical keyboard. Okay. This looks like a streaming setup with the mic and arm and everything. I see you got your COVID masks there. Nice. Stay safe out there, everyone. Wear your masks. Your setup's right next to your bed. Single monitor. If we're looking at the build, yeah, so we got the Matrix 30, which is the non-RGB one. The cable management looks like you stuffed most of your things in the hard drive bay. I think all this should be able to fit in the back, but it is a little bit more of a hassle to get it all back there. But with the tempered glass case, we can see everything in here. So I would probably, if you had time, clean that up. Obviously, it doesn't look like it makes a difference. I don't remember if there's a fan down here, but so yeah, first thing for you have an A320 motherboard, which is fine. You know, you're not going to be overclocking, but the 3200G is still a pretty solid CPU. First thing, definitely get a GPU in here. I think you could get a 1650 Super would run fine with this smart 430 watt. I think the 580 might be pushing it, and it might not have the right connectors, so just be aware of that. Get one on Black Friday. I hope you were able to find something. Probably, I think the 1650 would be the only thing like achievable right now. That's worth it. All right, we have DXCCZ. We got a red setup theme going on. A little bit older of a case with the protruding side panel and the acrylic. We got a Razer keyboard. Let's see. Windows 10. Oh, FX 6350. Okay. This is a pretty dated processor. I want to make a video if I can find these for cheap enough. The only thing is, these older FX AMD processors, they still go for quite a bit. Like, you can get a... Like, I think these... We're going to look right now. Actually, no, we don't have time. But these, I don't think you can find them for less than like $40 on eBay or in the used market. You would have to find like a good combo deal. So, it's hard to make content on these because it's not worth it. But... So this is in need of an upgrade. The 1050 is also getting a little bit old. But you have, let's see, 1 terabyte of storage. And then some random serial number of a motherboard. 8 gigabytes of RAM also. So yeah, I think you're due for an upgrade. Probably a motherboard, RAM, CPU, all of that at once. Either with a newer Intel or Ryzen. The Intel one's going to be the cheaper option. You get like a 9600K for pretty cheap right now, especially for Micro Center. So $100 on the CPU, or if you go with like a 10100K or a 10100, that motherboard for about 60, and then RAM for about 50. You can get like a whole new upgrade for around $200 to jump platforms. But otherwise, you have a nice looking setup. You got some LEDs illuminating it. Yeah, pretty clean. Omar G 3600 1070 solid pairing, 500 watt Thermaltake PSU. Whoa, something about Costco. Oh, Samsung 32-inch Costco special, nice. Your build, oh, and you got the nice Corsair RGB. Yeah, upgrade the CPU ASAP on the last one. So this looks nice. Glass table, dual monitor, not matching sizes, but that's okay. Just having a second monitor to throw things to. I need a second monitor right now because I got OBS running, I got the chat going, I got this. One ultra wide is actually not enough for all of that. But you've got, yeah, solid setup here. Probably want to be pushing towards a higher refresh rate monitor because if you're gaming at 1080p, the 1070 and 3600 can definitely push it. Where's the PC build itself? You've got the stock cooler on there. Cable management in the case looks good. Solid. Nice setup, Omar. Eric. 3700X, 2070 Super in the TD500 by Cooler Master, which I recently did the Redux video on, which had a similar case. Got the whole RGB theme going on, except for the RAM. You're keeping it at what looks to be orange, unless that's what your screenshot just happened to be on. Vertical monitor, very nice. Yeah, you just got, looks like a USB hub hanging off here. Nice build. I mean, not much more to say about it. Your setup looks like it's on a dresser, not on a desk. So I'm curious how you sit here because your feet can't go under it if this is a dresser. And gaming on a dresser, so you kind of have to like sit back a little bit. But I mean, if you're limited on space, that's all you can do. But that's just one thing I noticed about it. So thanks for the submission, Eric. Okay, we got a few more to go through. We've got Isaac, 3700X, 2060 Super Founders Edition. I love them Founders Edition cards. 60 hertz monitor. Oh, you got 144 Samsung one. Main monitor. Yeah, so 60 hertz on the vertical one, just for reading, doesn't matter. Alright. This is a nice setup. It's very clean. It looks like you got the wireless headphones going on. You're going for like a white theme with a little bit of red accent. This is the only picture, but oh, it goes very well. I like how you match your build theme with the God of War background you've chosen, with the white and the little bit of red accent. Very solid build and clean setup. I'm curious what it looks like with the lights on though. It could be hiding a mess of cables. We got two more setups to go through. We've got Mental Jokers with 2700X. 2700X, I think, is the most common processor we've seen, which those were as low as $140 within like a year ago, before COVID and everything happened. They got to such a cheap price that that and the 1700 did the same thing too. So maybe that's why a lot of people have it. But we've got the Matrix 55 mesh case, nice on the mesh. Kingston 250 gigabyte NVMe. So 1 terabyte hard drive, Ant Esports keyboard and mouse. Okay, so 1660 Super. Yeah, the only thing here that seems to not match the rest of the build as much is that 250 gigabyte NVMe. Because hard drive, you can find 500 gigs for usually around 45 to 50 now. So I would say that would be the first thing that I would personally upgrade. But this is a nice looking build, and your setup looks pretty clean. Looks like you have a 5 or 4.1 system, maybe 5.1. I'm not sure if there's a subwoofer here anywhere, but everything is like facing next to you, so you're not really like getting the surround sound by separating the speakers. But yeah, nice setup and solid build. Last one, Nick Plays we got the IKEA setup going on. Looks like he has the countertop tabletop, which that's what I have in the background there. That's the IKEA counter. That's the Alex drawer unit, and then a countertop, which is a lot nicer because it's not like the cardboard corrugated cardboard. These countertops are usually made for like kitchens. They're really heavy and they're thick and dense, so you can sit on that and it's not gonna to flex. But IKEA setups are super popular because of how price efficient they are. You've got a nice looking build. What do we have? 1080 Ti, which is still very solid now. 3700X, good processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM. I really like how clean your setup is. The cable management, I'm betting you have a Signum rack under here because it's IKEA. But you also put a video. Let me take a look at the video. New room. Oh man, this is cool. And then you've got the foam in the back for dampening sound. And there's your room. So I want to go to the beginning of the video where you ran a cable raceway, it looks like. Yeah, up to this side monitor, which I'm guessing is for your bed. But this is a nice setup, and you got a pretty nice build too. So with the Pikachu, that Pikachu fits really well with the whole electric theme going on, like blue lightning. I really like this. So this is the last setup we're gonna be looking at. It's not IKEA. Whoa. It's, hey, what's up, Robert? I've been like focusing on flying through these because I'm well over my time limit for stream. We're hitting 2.5 hours right now, and I'm starving. I know Melissa's starving, so sorry I didn't say hi to you earlier, Robert. That's a custom desk. I guess, how can you tell? Because IKEA kitchen counter. Is it because of the length? Because I thought they had these, not from here. I thought they had some of these kitchen countertops that looks like it, but you're right. It could be a custom desk or from a different company. Let me see. I thought they had some that looked like that, like one of these. But yeah, I could be wrong. But yeah, Pikachu holds up the GPU. Oh wait, what? Did I just? No way. It's not IKEA. I built. Oh, dude. That looks nice for you building on your own. So props to you for building your own desk, or at least finishing it and cutting it to size. If you bought, it mostly already assembled like that. But the Pikachu holding it up, that's pretty cool. If his ear is the graphics card holder, so yeah. This is really nice. I really like this, and this is a strong finish for the stream. So we'll go to the big camera now. My lips are so chapped from just talking and not applying lip moistening right now, but we're gonna wrap up the stream. I want to thank everyone so much for joining in on the stream. I think we peaked out at like 500 viewers, which I don't think I've ever reached before. So I just want to say thanks to everyone for attending the stream, even if you made it for a little bit or if you made it since the beginning. I appreciate it a lot. I hope everyone had a good Black Friday. Again, the deals weren't the best. Most of the deals we found were non-GPU and non-CPU, but the RAM, the SSDs, the cases, power supplies, those are actually looking like they're trending really good right now. So just keep an eye out, and if you have to go used for CPUs and GPUs, or just wait a little bit longer. It looks like all the companies are saying stock should be here in early 2021. Not sure what that means because quarter one of 2021 is 3 months long. So yeah, I wouldn't buy anything from scalpers, and I wouldn't buy anything at the marked up prices. So no problem, Christopher. Thanks for just attending anyways, and the VOD's gonna be up. So Ross, thanks for helping to moderate, and then Robert, thanks for coming in when you did to help also moderate. I do need to stream more consistently. I know that. It's just I want to be producing content as much as I do stream too, so that the channel's not just filled with streams. So I'll try to be better about streaming so that the moderators will know to actually be able to come and moderate instead of just having one every 3 months. So thanks to all the moderators, thanks to the people who donated, and thanks to everyone for attending. I hope you have a good rest of the weekend. If it's your holiday weekend, you know, our 4-day Thanksgiving here in America. Hope you had a great weekend. Stay safe out there. And yeah, I will see you in the next video, which I do have a extended benchmark video dropping today. And then I'm still working on more content to close the year out. So yeah, I'll see you in the comments in those videos. I'll see you guys on Twitter and all of that.